Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Ark Ascended video. And today I'm going to be telling you guys about the top, I would say 10, or you know what, we'll do top 5. Top 5 high quality of lives on Ark Ascended that had just come out. Alright, and we're going to start out with the very first one, the one that I'm holding right now in my hands. So in the past, when you were going around and you were walking around and you wanted to get into a PvP fight with your crossbow, but you had your tranks and you're like, man, this is not gonna do it. How do I do this? How can I? You would have to open your inventory and go ahead and drag your arrows into your actual bow, which could be a life or death situation, and it could actually cost you the fight. No longer do you need to do that. If you go ahead here and you press the reload, you could actually just automatically switch it. It's almost like we're playing Rust, right? Or like this used to be, I think it's an S plus, where you could just hold the reload and you could change ammo. This is amazing because if you think about it, think about how many times you have probably died because you had regular arrows and you wanted to switch to trank arrows, or vice versa, right? And then it's not only for the bow or the crossbow, it's also for the rifle, or I guess the long neck, which a lot of people are going to be running until we get nice BPs that we could craft for the fabs. I shouldn't say the fabricator sniper, but yeah, the fabs. We're going to go ahead here and attach a scope if we so choose to, or if we want to go ahead and tranquilize animals, same thing. You can see this is going to be, while it's minor, this is a huge quality of life in my opinion. If you want to go ahead and you're an expert PvP and you're going to no scope people, you could just put a silencer on and then go ahead and do your thing. But I'm going to stick with the scope when it comes to the long neck. I don't care if it makes noise, at least I'm landing my shots, right? Let me see if I could even land that shot in the RG. Oh, I did it. Look at that RG go down, baby. But yes, it gets the job done, and that's what matters, right? Going on to number 2. Now, when it comes to your dinos and saddles, be very mindful. I wouldn't consider this a quality of life, but a big change. Now, saddles have durabilities. You can see my durability is 100 over 100 here. Is no longer it's no longer something that it was. I didn't even know what to say. Hold on, I think I might kill my dino if I shoot it with this one. All right, let me see. And now I think the durability should have gone down. There you go. Now it's 98 over 100. Be mindful of this, especially when you're over here soaking with dinos, and then your saddles, our durability is going to go down immensely. Now, if your durability goes all the way down to 0 and your saddle breaks, it doesn't mean that your dino is going to die. What it does mean is that your saddle is not going to be performing or giving your dinosaur that armor that it needs. And it's going to be basically like your dino didn't even have armor to begin with, which if you're soaking with that dino, that's not a good thing, right? Now, going on to number 3, generators have changed. And what do I mean by that? You no longer need cabling. As you can see, there is no cable in here to turn on turrets or power anything up with generator. Generators now just need gasoline, and that's about it. And on top of that, it actually tells you how long it's going to be before it runs out of fuel. And you can see right here, don't follow this number because my rates are different on the single player game of the game. Oh my god. But yes, it's a lot different, so it might be the same, it might be different. Don't follow me on that advice, because remember, just like what happened in the C4 event, some people thought the C4 got nerfed, but it didn't. And then the same thing happens with the tech generator. Now, the difference between the tech and the regular generator is in regards to the range. As you can see, the generator range is huge. This is massive. Think about the turret towers and the base that you could have. I mean, just look at it. It's a big circle, right? It's a big little bubble. Now, let's go ahead and show the tech generator. And you're going to see the difference is massive. Look at that. Look at the huge difference on that. That is huge. That is, tech generator is definitely going to be what the alpha and the mega tribes are going to be having laying around. I mean, that is just massive when you really look at it, you know? That is another quality, I would say, of life that they've added to the game, which is amazing in itself. Now, following up this, I want to show you guys something else, which we're going into our next quality of life. We're going to take some of this gasoline and go on over there to my other stuff in the horizon. The new quality of life that, in my opinion, is one of the favorite ones that I have. I believe this is like what, number 4. The fact that now you could power chem benches and things like that just with gasoline. It no longer needs a generator in order for it to be powered, right? Like things like I mean, honestly, the only thing was the chem bench, to be honest with you. I think that was the only thing that needed an electricity as well as fuel. But if you don't want to do that and you're like, man, I don't really want to waste all that gas up, I want to just put all the gas in my regular generator, you could go ahead and do just that. And if you turn on your generator, now all your electricity things that used to need gas in the past no longer need gas to be powered up. As you can see, we go ahead here, this doesn't have gas, this doesn't have gas, and I could go ahead. Oh my goodness, I broke that, but that didn't have gas. I pressed the wrong key, I'm sorry. This doesn't have gas. And then we go ahead here, and this doesn't have gas to craft or anything like that, which is always beautiful and nice to have, right? That sucks. I didn't mean to break that. Oh my goodness. I am a dum-dum when it comes to these things. Jesus, let me just go ahead and slap down another forge here for all sake, right? We're gonna go ahead and slap down a forge. There you go. And then there you go. And then we're gonna yep. There you go. There you go. And then we're gonna go ahead and there you go. We're gonna turn it on. Yes. But now you can power up everything like this, and it's beautiful. And along the process, you can see the AC units have really shrank, and big time they have shrunk. You see this? They're no longer that huge. Those are like the top quality of life that I would say are my top 5. But we're only at number 4. We're missing one more for the top 5. Well, where's the last one? Well, it's nothing but the actual map. Now, when it comes to the map, I love how now you have this death points, or I guess you could call them the new, I guess, markers or so like that. Now you can see your tribe mates on your actual map. You're gonna see them running around. You can see your death points, so no longer do you have those giant beans like that supply drop over there showing you when you die. It just gives you a point, and then you could go ahead and you could just follow that point. Another thing that you could do is that you could even put down a marker of longitude and like altitude, and like say you could put that marker in your base, so whenever you're out and about, you know exactly where you could go back and which direction in order for you to get back to your base as quickly as possible. That is going to be my 5th and last quality of life. On the next video, I'm going to be showing you guys the other quality of life. I guess it was more directed towards like tech. This is more directed towards like early to mid game, you know, because the other stuff you're not really going to be seeing or using any of the other stuff until like later on in the future. So I think we're going to leave it up on that one, guys. Make sure to stay tuned for the next quality of life video that is going to be coming up here soon. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the game. Hopefully it comes out for console this month, man. Please let it come out for console this month. I'm tired of waiting for this game. And let's see. Hey, Parasaur, how do you like this? Oh my goodness, I dragged my own Parasaur. Poor little guy. It was for science, alright? It was for science. I'm gonna need that saddle back.